Hi everyone, it's Meridy here, and I am here with my, I think it's my 6th process video using the Shoot for the Stars Limitless and Essentials Kit, and I've combined both kits together here. So let me show you what I'm working with today. This is just some of my extra papers and pieces and die cuts and whatnot. Let's see, I've got my stamp sets. I'm going to pull those out for now, just in case I need them. I've got my little school die cuts here, but I don't think I'm going to use those on this one. I've got my wooden stars here, a couple of these stars left. I've almost used up all of those. I love them so much. I've got a few little pieces of embellishments here that I haven't used yet from my embellishment pack, and my sequin mix. I'm just going to put that off to the side. I am going to be working today with this picture. It is a picture of a cohort of all of the kids in my middle son's early college program from his school district. That's all the kids. He's in the very back row because he's so tall. But I just want to document all those kids. I know you can't really see their faces or anything, but I know he's in there, and there's a lot of kids during that program. So I've got my color swatch. I made this on my unboxing video. You can refer to that to see that. This is going to represent my journaling. I've already typed out my journaling, but I'm going to cut it into strips and glue it on my page in this sort of a format. So for today, for my video, this is going to represent my journaling strips because I have too much information in my journaling to put it online. I don't like putting all that information online, so I never add my journaling to my layouts. Instead, I just use this little template that I made using tape and paper. I've got Ready, Set, Go because this is the beginning of the school year and adventure awaits. Okay, and then I've got, I would love to use this blue paper because I just really like it, how it coordinates with that. And I liked these numbers that came, these are both from the 6x8 paper pad that came in the Essentials Kit. I've got my alphabet stickers that I think I want to spell out the title of my layout there. I have got these book fair foam stickers, which I can use a lot of these. And then I've got all of these legendary chipboard stickers and the regular stickers, and I've cut down a lot, so a lot are in here because they're just cut onto little tiny pieces. So I'm going to go through all of that once I get the main layout designed. I've got my scraps here. I've got this little piece of paper. I probably won't use this side because it's just so much of similarness, but I really do like that color with it. Let's see what else I've got here. I've got this green paper, which I probably won't even use on this layout. I'm just going to keep it to use on future layouts. I've got all my scraps. I think I already said that. Let's see. I've got this paper, which actually this side looks really nice with this color right here, but it's kind of dark, so I probably won't use that either. I've got this yellow sheet of paper, which I probably won't use on this one. I've got my floral pattern here, which I probably won't use on this layout. And I don't think I'm going to use this one either. And this red piece is from my stash. I used a piece of cardstock from my stash in the very first layout I made this month. And then I've got all these stickers here from the book fair sticker sheet, so I can use those when I'm ready to add embellishments too. So I've got lots of options for embellishments, and I think the first thing that I'm going to try to do here is get a general layout of how I want this page to look. And of course I will start with white paper. Not sure if I'm going to leave it white, you know, I might change it to a different color, not sure. And since I only have one picture here, I probably am going to mat this picture on white paper and maybe cut it down just a little because there's a lot of blank space in there. That looks a little bit better to me. And then Ready, Set, Go, and adventure awaits. And I think I'll grab the white paper and mat this photo right on white paper. Okay, and I really do love all of these numbers. Let's see. I'm not sure if I want to use this like a complete sheet of paper, like a layer. Kind of covers up all the numbers. Or 25-26. So it's the 25-26 cohort. So I think I'm gonna fussy cut out the 25 and 26 squares on here. Right, that's the only 5 and the only 6, and there's 2 2s. That's perfect that it worked out like that. So I'm going to use that as part of my title because it's the 25-26 cohort. Oh, there's another 6 right here, and actually 9 could be a 6, and I kind of like that yellow 9, so I might be able to mix up the color scheme here a little bit. Let's see what happens. So this 9 could serve as a 6. I'm just going to cut out all the numbers that I can use, and then I'll figure out what color combination I want when I can move them around with each other. So I'll be right back when I get the numbers that I can use cut out. Okay, so I know I've got to use the 25 because that's what I have, and I have to use this too. So it's just like, what color 6 do I want? Yellow or orange or tan or green? Green is not the one I want to use. Let's see. Kind of like the orange with it. So that's going to be part of my title. And I don't know, maybe I want it to be at the bottom. 25-26 cohort, I want to spell. And VEC is what I want to spell at the top because that's the name of this program. So let me get those two things spelled out with these little letters so I can move them around, and I will be right back. Okay, this is just a lot of big pieces, and I almost think that these rectangles are too big. I might want to fussy cut them out, but I don't want to do that yet because I want to see what other embellishments I have that are going to go on here. So let me grab a few of these scraps and see if I can tuck a few scraps up underneath in some places. Like I like this one. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut some of these scraps down. They're not a particular size necessarily. I'm just cutting out the parts that are wonky, so that I have the biggest usable section. Like I can put this possibly like that. All right, and then I don't know if I will need that anywhere or want it anywhere at all, but I've got it if I need it. I don't think I want that color on there. It's just too much extra pattern. Let's see. That color is nice on there, but I don't have a lot of space to put part of a circle. Like there's not enough circle to stick out. Actually, that looks pretty nice. I'm just messing around with scraps here. Maybe I can use this in a different place. Oh, that looks kind of nice. Okay, I don't think I need that one or that side. This is another portion of a circle, but I just kind of like the one circle there. I don't think I need a lot of these little tiny strips. This yellow might look kind of nice, especially if I fussy cut those numbers. Maybe I could put it behind them somehow. This is too dark. Oh, here's another piece of this yellow. Maybe just stick those on there since they apparently want to be stuck there. Kind of like that yellow in the top and the bottom. I don't think I need a lot of other of these scraps over here. So I think I can put them all away. But now at least I've built up a few layers there so it doesn't just look so plain and boring. Oh, I even have a little bit of this red. This is from the back of the numbers that I just cut apart. I really like that red in there. It brings up that red a little bit. Okay guys, let me see what I've got here in terms of all the things. I'm overwhelmed. Okay, work in progress, nah. On the record, the beauty of the familiar, unfiltered and unstoppable. I kind of like this little geotag. I'm gonna put it down there so I can just place it on my page. Kind of like this doing all the things. Not sure where I will put that. Okay guys, and then this is the one that I feel like I'm gonna find a lot of things. I like the books there. Do your best. I really like this globe. Okay, so I'm gonna try to add a few more things in here. My first thing that I want to do before I get anything adhered down is decide if I want to add a little bit of mixed media to the background of this. Maybe I want to add some stamping to the background. And you know what? If I hate it, then I'll just start over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere all these things together, all the paper, not the embellishments, but the papers together, so that I could just pick up this whole thing in one, you know, easy movement, and it will all be attached. So I'm going to do that to start with real quick before I figure out any mixed media that I want to do. So I will be right back. Okay guys, I've got everything adhered together, but not to the page. And I'm just going to kind of put pencil lines so I kind of know I've got stuff going up to this area. So I'm not too concerned about doing stamping, you know, in this area. It's all going to be covered, but I can do some of my stamping above it and whatnot. I think I'm just going to give it a try and start stamping. I really am concerned that maybe I need a little bit of ink under the stamping so it's just not so stark. So I think I'm going to use what color ink? Let's see, where's my little color swatch? Maybe a little bit of this evergreen bow color, because that's kind of the color of this right here. I think I'm going to use the evergreen bow, and I'm going to use it slightly light, and I'm going to use it with this brush, and I'm just going to kind of put it on the back. Just to give a little color so my stamping isn't so stark on the page. If I wanted, I could do watercolor here, or, you know, add a little water. Maybe I'll even add a couple spritzes of water to make this look kind of activated, because you can activate the Distress Oxide inks with water and it kind of pulls the color. I'll show you what I mean here in a few minutes, but I'm gonna get, as you can tell, I'm starting touching the brush where it's going to be covered because it's kind of dark when you first touch it to the paper, and then kind of moving it up from there. So that's this technique that you're seeing me use, why I'm putting the brush down over here first. Okay, I need a little more over here, and I'm just using circular motions because that's the best way that it looks blended to me. And then I'm gonna continue putting it down here. I think I'm gonna put a little bit more down here. I'm deciding if I need a little on this side. I don't think I do. Just a little more down here. And I am going to activate it with some water. So the way I'm gonna do that is I've just got water in my little mini mister. I've got a little dry stamp chamois here. You can use a paper towel to pull this off after you set it down, but you're gonna see the water activates this ink and kind of pulls the color off. So it's got this splattery, like almost resist splattery effect, because it kind of pulls the color off. And this color works really well. There's other colors that I haven't gotten to work so well with the water, but man, this color works real well. I like it. Maybe it's just because I'm doing it on white paper and it's just showing up so nicely. Okay guys, so you can see how it kind of like pulls the color up away when you splatter it with water. I'm gonna keep this out just in case I need more. Got my little pencil there. Let's see. I do want to come in and stamp some definitions on here. I need to kind of have this laid out so I can see exactly where I want my stamping to go. And I do have more of these that I can put down as well. So the definitions, let's see, I've got teen, legendary, tradition, strength, joy, and brave. I want to put brave and strength because they're doing hard things. And I'm going to use my black ink and I'm just gonna kind of stamp and stamp off, you know, the first, second, and third generation of these different stamps that I'm using. Strength. And I kind of want to keep these stamping words in the same area that I've got my mixed media, so I don't want them like all over the page. I just want to keep them on that green ink. And I'm not even sure how this is going to look. If I hate it, I will get rid of this and try something else. I'm going to put "you did it." You know what? I might save this. Let's see how this is looking. I like it. I'm gonna use a couple more. Fearless. And Return to Teen Life. Let's see how this is looking. I think I need something else in there and a little bit more up there, so I'm going to add one more stamp, and I'm going to do official. Official? Good vibes. I'm going to do good vibes. Might need to do another little definition that's just like peeking out of there, because I think this part looked just a little empty. One more definition. I think I'll do brave, and I just want the back half to stick out, and I don't want it to be full darkness, so I stamped off down there because I just wanted that second generation sticking out, and I think that is going to look better. Okay guys, now let's see how this all looks, or if it's just a hot mess. Here we go. Here we go. I think I'm liking it. I think it's not a hot mess. Okay. So now I think I can adhere down the background, this whole thing, and then start building up my clusters. If I find a few more stickers from this sticker sheet, that's what I'm going to look at next. And I'm also going to look at my wooden stars here and see if I can add those anywhere. But let me get this adhered how I like it. And then I think I can even adhere the title and whatnot right now, because I don't want to move that. Okay, I still like these squares like this, so I'm not gonna fussy cut them yet, but I'm not gonna adhere them down yet either, in case I change my mind when I pick the rest of my embellishments. But I think I can put all of this mixed media away. I don't think I'm gonna use any more. Those look kind of nice because they're not so bright, so I kind of like those. Don't think I need to use this one anymore. And then let's see here. I really like the globe here. I think it would look nice popped up on foam tape. So I'm gonna pop that up. Okay, and then I kind of like these little binder clips. Oh, I kind of like it up there. First day, because it might not have been their first day, but it was close to their first day. Smarty pants. Some of these stickers on my sticker sheet have a little, it's like the cut is a little off. They have a little of the color from the sticker above it. Like this had a little yellow on the top from this sticker, and I don't like that, so I'm trimming it off. I think I'll put Smarty pants down here after I adhere this. So I think what I really need to do right now is decide I like this up there. It feels empty without it. So I think I shall cut the bottom off and adhere that up there. And I think I like these large, so I am going to try to put them down. I think they need to overlap like this, so it doesn't, so it just gives this layout a little bit of a what is the word I'm looking for? Like an organic feel, so everything's not just laid in straight lines, which is sometimes hard for me because I sometimes like straight lines. So Let's see if I should cover up. Yeah, I think I like it like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and adhere this down, and in between the 25 and 26, since it should technically have like a dash right there, but there's no dashes in these little number things. You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and round the corners of these because it looks funny to me that they're not rounded when I fussy cut them out. So I'm gonna have to peel off this one and slightly trim off the corners too. Okay, so I was saying there should be a dash in between the 25 and the 26 technically, because it's like spanning of the 2 years, but I don't have a dash out of these number cut apart paper. So I think I'm gonna put one of these little wooden stars in the middle, so it's more like a dot instead of a dash, because that also makes sense to me, like to have a dot, almost like just designating that it's two separate things here. So 25, 26 cohort, and then I think I just need a little star in the middle. Let's see here. If I have the globe there and a star down here. I'm just deciding what size little star I want to put in the middle. I kind of like that, but I'm going to move these two slightly over so that the star spans both of them. Ah, that looks better to me. Okay, let me go off camera and get these things that I have laid out adhered down, and I will be right back. Okay guys, I've got a lot down here. I've still got some extra pieces. Like I have the extra leftover piece from that. I'm wondering if I can slide it somewhere. Oops. Wondering if I can slide it in here somewhere. Okay, I've got that in there. Got some other pieces here that will really make sense on this layout. Deciding if I want it over there to kind of like balance that. I think I do like it over here. Oh, I kind of like it down here. It's not too, it kind of blends in the background, but it kind of balances that one out. I love this Take Chances. Okay guys, I think I can stop with all of the things. I think I've got a lot of things on here. I am going to draw an outline around my whole layout though with my little scribbles, and I will just chat. Oh, my journaling will probably go right here. Okay, because it's just overlapping my picture a little, which is fine, but because there's nothing important in my picture right there. I could also put journaling strips down here, and that would look fine if there was important things in my picture. But let me just say, if you enjoyed this process video, you might want to subscribe to our YouTube channel here. I try to put out about 8 process videos a month using our current month's kit, Not Just for Boys. This month I'm working with the Shoot for the Stars Limitless and Essentials Kit. If you love our kits, you can pick one up on our website. I will put a link in the description of this video. You can either just shop and pick up whatever you see that's available on our website, or if you'd rather, you can subscribe to our kit club and automatically get a kit every month in the mail delivered to your door. Once a kit does sell out on the website, it is no longer available. We do not restock our kits, so just keep that in mind. If you see something that you like, you might want to pick it up before it sells out. Let's see, if you were inspired to recreate this layout using either using your kit that you already have, or to recreate it exactly how I did, or possibly using your stash to recreate this layout, or maybe you were just inspired to use your kit and not even recreate this layout, just to pick up your kit and use it. We would love to see it on our Not Just for Boys Kit Club community Facebook group, which I will also link in the description of this video. And there's lots of good stuff in that group that isn't anywhere else. So that's a fun group to follow, and a lot of you share your layouts there. It's really good for inspiration. So you might want to check that group out on Facebook. Other than that, guys, I think that we're done here, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in a couple of days with my next process video, okay? Bye-bye.